Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kelly. I am a physical therapist and I specialize in lymphedema as well as oncology. Today in this video, we're going to go through a 16-minute seated cardiovascular exercise routine that is for the full body for lipedema or lymphatic health. This is a low impact exercise routine that someone can do if cleared by their doctor, that is nice and easy on the joints and a great option for someone with lipedema. You won't need any equipment except for a chair and maybe some water. Each movement is going to be done for 60 seconds, but every third movement is going to be a little bit lighter. So we want to take advantage of those other 2 minutes because this exercise routine is meant to get your heart rate up and all of your muscles in your body pumping. Before we begin, make sure that you subscribe down below for weekly new videos. You can also follow along with us on Instagram as well as on our website for more resources. But other than that, let's get started. So we're going to start by marching in place to warm up. We're going to start to get the heart rate going. So all we want to do is sit up nice and tall. If you need the back of the chair for support, that is just fine, but make sure that we're sitting nice and tall, getting our knees up as high as we can. And we can also add the arm swings in, trying to get the blood pumping, get everything loosened up. Now this is the exercise that we're going to come back to every third minute. It's a way to keep the heart rate going, keep everything moving without being too strenuous. The other exercises are meant to get your heart rate up a little bit higher. So this will be our active recovery minute every 3 minutes. So we have 20 more seconds, just trying to loosen everything up. You can scale this as you need by speeding up if you want your heart rate up faster, or just going nice and slow just to get some more mobility. We have about 7 seconds left. And then we're going to get into our first movement from there. What we're going to do is we're going to put our legs nice and wide. We're going to reach up towards the ceiling and then down as low as we feel comfortable reaching towards the floor. So up and down. For some, that might be towards the floor. It might be at the ankles. It might be at the shins or the calves. And it might just be tapping the knees and going back up. Whatever someone feels comfortable doing, whatever feels good for you today. But all the way up and all the way down. We want to keep moving and keeping a good pace. The heart rate is meant to elevate through this, and we're also working our core muscles throughout as well. We have about 15 seconds left to try to keep moving as much as you can. Last few seconds. And then recover. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to reach up over across the body and back down. So reach up and over and back down. We're going to go back and forth, one side to the other. If you want to add a kick out with your leg, you can add that for more. But trying to reach up and over, feeling a nice big stretch down the side, elongate that, back and forth. Try to stay nice and tall. And keep reaching. If it's too much, you can do small motions. If it's too much on the shoulders, you could also reach across the body. That is another great modification. So, but up and over, we've got about 20 seconds left. Keep moving. Last 15. Got a few more in ya. And then you'll get to relax for a moment and then pause. So we're gonna go back, catch our breath. If we can get back into the marching, that's what we wanna do. So whenever you're ready, get a sip of water if you need it, but then get back into just gentle marching. Make sure we're getting that heart rate staying elevated, but also recovering. Like we talked about, try to sit up nice and tall. If you're slouched down, you're not going to get as much core activation during this. And so the taller you are on your chair, the more your tummy muscles have to work. But use that back support if you need it. And if your legs get tired, you can also just start to do ankle pumps and just use your arms Whatever feels good, just try to find something that you continue to move with. Last 10 seconds, and then we're going to get back into it. We're going to start with a moderate one with your legs. And what we're going to do, sitting up nice and tall, we're going to kick out and back down. Kick out and back down. So for some, it might just be straightening out the knee, coming back down. And for others, you actually want to try to kick with your heel out and then come back in. Again, nice and tall through your tummy, through your core, through your trunk. That helps engage those core. You can feel that it's a challenge to keep yourself nice and tall when you do this kick. Anything you do to lift your hips, it is hard to use your core. So try your best. You're going to get more activation. You're going to get more out of it. We have about 20 seconds left. If you ever need a break in between, just go ahead and take a few moments. And then when you're ready, try to get back into it. Or just scale down and do smaller motions, whatever feels good. Just try to keep moving as much as we can. We've got 5 seconds left. Then your legs get a break. And here it is. So now what we're going to do, sitting nice and tall, we're going to punch across our body and back. Punch and back. And so you're going to be using your abdominals to feel that rotation, get that activation as you punch across. We want to try to get some good strength into that. So punch and punch. Now, we don't want to just use our arms. If we can, try to rotate that body as much as you feel comfortable doing so and whatever feels good. If you need to scale back the motion and just do some rotation, that is just fine because you're getting some good core work with that. We're coming up on 15 seconds left. And your core and your arms are then going to get the break they want. Last 7 seconds. 3. And relax. Okay, we're going to catch our breath. We're going to go back into that marching. So again, whatever feels good. If you need to do just toe taps, if you need a quick water break, whatever you need, but the more you can move, the better. So we're getting to the marching from there. You can add large arm swings if you want, or you can keep it nice and small. Whatever feels good. Good, 25 seconds. Make sure you're getting your heart rate down, taking some breaths. We're gonna get back into a new one in 15 seconds. You'll use your arms and your legs for this next one. 5 seconds. And here we go. So what we're gonna do, take one arm, you're gonna punch it up towards the ceiling. At the same time, you're gonna kick your knee out. So it's gonna be punch and kick. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Punch and kick. Same thing, nice and tall, through your abdominal muscles. Every few reps, just make sure you reset. If you start to feel like you're slumping down, reset, sit up nice and tall, punch up nice and strong, kick out nice and strong. Back and forth. If you ever want to speed it up, absolutely get your heart rate going a little bit more. If you need to scale it back, you can slow down, take a little pause in between, whatever feels good for you, but gives you some challenge. We are coming up on 10 seconds left here. And your legs are gonna get a break. In 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're gonna go back to a lighter one for core. So what we're gonna do is start with arms out in front. We're gonna open up to the side and back. And open up to the side and back. This is meant to work your core muscles, but it's also going to help open up the chest, really work into your middle back, which is our muscles that we could use for posture, especially if we are sitting a lot during the day, using recliners, on our phones, computers. This will feel nice and good. So your shoulders are going to get tired. If you need a break, go ahead and rest, but when you're ready, try to get back into it. You can also try putting your hands behind your head, and just rotating that way as well, as long as you're sitting up nice and tall. So we last 10 seconds. I'm sure the shoulders are getting a little tired. Hang in there. And then relax. Okay, we're gonna recover, but we're gonna get back into active marching. Get yourself to get your heart rate down a little bit. Relax those shoulders from being worked. Get some water if you need it, but try to find something that you're still moving. You can go speed it up if you do want to keep your heart rate up really high, or nice and slow if you feel like you need to bring it down a little bit. So we are halfway through. We're coming up on halfway through here. And so while we're going through the second half, similar thing. The next one we're gonna do is gonna be arms and legs. We're gonna be working the hips and the core as well. Then we're gonna focus another one really on the core again. So last 10 seconds of movements, and then we'll get into that first one. And 5. And then here we go. So I'm gonna sit towards the edge for this one. We're going to bring one leg out to the side. At the same time, we're gonna bring our arms out to the side. So one at a time, but alternating your legs. So tap out as you open. If it's too much on your arms are so tired, just do those tap outs with your legs. When you're ready, you can do as wide as you feel comfortable doing. Out and open, back and forth. I hope you're still sitting up nice and tall. Make sure that we're getting the most out of this exercise routine with our core. Okay, you have 25 seconds left at this one. If your arms are getting tired, make sure that you still try to continue with your legs. If you feel like your legs are getting tired, just try a small motion. Keep your arms going, but just really tap a couple inches. Modify as you need to make it feel good for you, but that allows you to keep moving. 5 more seconds. Good, okay. Next what we're gonna do, I'm gonna scoot back in the chair. We're gonna do rotation twist. I'm gonna put my hands together. We're gonna tap towards our hips on the chair, come back, and then tap the other way. What we wanna try to do is make sure this movement is from our tummy, not just our arms. So try to rotate back and forth. I'm gonna turn so you can see what I'm also doing. It works, it's a little bit more challenging if you lean back a little bit, keeping your chest up and then rotating. You're gonna feel a lot more core engagement with that, but make it feel good for you. So we're gonna keep going. Tap, back, and forth. Okay, we have 15 seconds left. You should feel this rotation in your tummy. Your core muscle should be doing most of the work to do that rotation. Back and forth, 5 more seconds. And then relax. Okay, we're going back into marching, whatever feels good. If you need to recover for one, absolutely. But when you feel good, I want you to get back into some movement. We have 2 more exercises, followed by 1 more recovery movement. We have just under 4 minutes left. You were almost there. The next one that's coming up, in my opinion at least, is the hardest one, but there are some ways to modify. So we're gonna get into that, but we wanna finish with a good challenge. And then after that, we're gonna do 1 more core and arms, and then we'll cool it down. So I hope you're moving with me. We got 15 seconds left. Get your heart rate down just a little bit. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Next one, what we're gonna do, we're going to have 2 options. The lighter option is to tap out back and forth. But if you feel good, it's going to be jumping your feet back and forth. Okay, again, we can tap this out if that is challenging, back and forth, but you need to stay tall. So your legs and your core are gonna get a workout here, but if you feel comfortable, you're jumping your feet back and forth. Feel how it wants to bring you down because it's hard on the tummy muscles. Nice and tall. If you get tired, take a quick break or just scale back to light tapping back and forth. But when you feel good, Try to pick whatever challenge is there for you and try to hang in there for these last 10 seconds. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and break. Okay, what we're gonna do now is our legs are gonna get a break, much needed. We're gonna punch across the body and back. So punch and back. We've done these before. I really want you to try to get into that rotation with these. And if you feel good, we're gonna add a kick out with this one. Full body movement, reach across the body, more than just the punch. We're gonna add some extra movement back and forth. Over halfway there. You should feel that rotation in your tummy. We've got 20 seconds left. Scale as you need to. Just use the arms if you need to. But try to make sure you're getting across the body as far as you can. Almost there. We got 5 seconds left. And then relax. Okay, last minute, we're trying to get our heart rate down. So we're going to go back and finish with just light marching. If something else feels good instead of marching, absolutely. Maybe it's just kickouts. That is fine too. But just light motion, light movement to get your heart rate down. Got 30 more seconds. So if you enjoyed that exercise routine, or if you're looking for some others, I do have a playlist of a lot of different exercises that I have put together, so I will link that up above. You can check out other ones. Some are a lot lighter, some other cardiovascular, some standing, just a lot of options to check out. 10 more seconds. And relax. And that's it. Great job. So that is a full routine. I know my heart rate's still up a little bit, trying to relax a little bit down here. Again, if you want to see other exercise videos, you can check out the playlist up above. You can also make sure to subscribe down below for weekly new videos on lymphatic health or other topics. And other than that, we will see you all next week in another video. Thanks, everyone.